So how do you get your image to this point where you have three images layered on top? Really, if you look close at mine, I just have little cutouts of each item that's going to be there. Um, this one may need to be adjusted as far as brightness and contrast it is concerned. Then you got another one right here, and then the other image on top. So I cut out pieces from all of these. Let me show you how you put it together. You take your images that you want to use, find a spot for them, and then we're going to go to Photoshop, and we're going to use scripts and say load files into stack. That'll take multiple files and put them into one document. So I'll choose the files that I want to use and hit open. It'll bring my images in, and now you'll see I have three images that I can use to build upon each other. What I would say you want to do is, pick the photo that looks best as far as quality wise to use as your base image. These are all pretty similar, so I don't think it's really going to matter too much. And then what you're going to want to do is just kind of cut out each area and build from there. So I'm going to start with that photo as my bottom. Actually, I'm going to use this one as the bottom. And then so this is going to be the bottom picture. This one's going to be above it. And then you got this one on top. So this is the easier one. What I'll do to make this one work is I'm just going to draw a little selection around it. Since there's nothing else really in the way, I can just roughly draw out the part that I need. None of this is coming into effect with the rest of the photo. So now I'm just going to make a layer via copy, which is Command J, makes a copy of your selection. And I'll get rid of, or I'll turn off that other layer that I'm not using. Okay, this is the other piece that's going to come into the photo. This one I want to make a selection on. Now make sure you're on the right layer. I went to the wrong layer. I want to be right here now. Carefully trace around the stuff that you need. Okay, Command J, and now I can turn off that layer. So really, you've got your base layer here, and then I copied that piece, and I copied this piece. Now the other part is just kind of touching up brightness. So if this one is a little bit different, you'll notice it's a little bit darker. I'm going to try to adjust that so that matches up a little bit better. Looks like there's a little shift with the camera, but pretty close. On this one, I need to fix where the leg is coming through. So what I would say on this one is you lower the opacity so you can see where I need to reveal, and then add a layer mask. And if you zoom in, I can see the parts that I need to kind of bring back. So I'm going to paint my shoe back in here. So it's showing behind there. So the order you stack these is pretty important. There's my other shoe. Kind of hiding back here too. So this one also is a little bit off in color, so I'm going to adjust. See how there's a different color in the table here? Oh, you see there's some parts here I got to get rid of as well. So you may have to kind of fine tune that mask to kind of build it in so it looks good. I'll have to really be careful in here. Really tiny detail stuff. in between each finger. Okay. Excuse me. And so that's how you get all three to work together. Now, every picture is going to be a little bit different, but that's the general idea.